Hi, y'all. I'm Allison. Welcome to our second stop of the Start and Stop Buddy Read of Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret by Benjamin Stevenson. Hopefully, you didn't miss the first video. That was a bonus. It was a surprise. And I came out last Sunday covering the prologue in chapter 1. So if you did miss that video, here's a link for it. You'll want to go back, watch that one, and then hop right back over so we can continue on with our Advent style buddy read of this little book. We're reading a chapter a day all the way up until Christmas Eve. And of course, talking about it in the comments, which is my favorite part. So if you're watching this, today is December 8th or thereafter, and you have already reached chapter 7, December 7th in the book. I, on the other hand, have not experienced it yet. So I will have this broken up little chapters for each day of the month as we proceed through this book, and there will be a clear transition point. So if for some reason you fell behind, or reading just a chapter a day is a little bit too much, going too slow for you, then you will have the option to pause during this video to read along with me, and then you can resume and keep on going. So everybody was taken off guard, just like I was with the big cliffhanger at the end of December 1st, with Aaron being charged for murder. That was something I never would have guessed. And I think we're in for a huge treat with this. So excited to be doing this with you again. By the way, we have a few new people to join our buddy read this time. Amanda is one of them off the top of my head. So Amanda, I hope you enjoy it and that you'll continue on with this in the future with our other buddy reads. Right now, I'm going to dive into December 2nd because it's already 10:30 at night and I'm running out of time. Let me just tilt you down. We're going to sit at my desk again because I'm still in the process of decorating. Yeah, hopefully I'll have all my Christmas decorations up before we finish this book. And considering, I really hope so because we finish on December 24th. There we go. I think we're good. All right. I'm going to start reading, and anything catches my eye, I will be sure to comment on it. Chapter 2. I will say this, I thought the chapters were going to be labeled with December 2nd, December 3rd, but that's okay. We know it's December 2nd for us. I like how Ernest is, he's upset that he didn't get to use his Google education on defending his right to be in a room with an accused murderer. So, you build all these expectations up in your head and you have all your arguments ready, and then turns out you didn't even need them to at all. So, yeah, I've been in those spots a couple of times. So Erin literally has blood on her hands and around her eyes. Okay, so I don't think she was falsely accused. At least at this point, something happened. Whose blood it is, of course, we don't know yet. There could be 50 million reasons for it. I was wondering, that's something I thought about after I turned off the camera yesterday, was our first gift was to Lyle Pierce, but I didn't recognize that name at all from the previous books. And now we know who he is. He's Erin's new partner, boyfriend, significant other. So the first gift went to him. Oh, so she got blood around her eyes from rubbing her eyes. At least that's his theory for it. Okay, so Erin called Ernest because, he has solved 2 murder mysteries up to this point, and she thinks he's going to be the one who will figure out what happened. So, can't blame her logic on that one. I'm wondering, though, it's saying that, Erin was asking about if Juliet knew he was there and whatnot, and Ernest says no, he doesn't tell her. He hadn't told her. But I was under the impression that he would, just assumed he had every intention of telling her later, but it looks like maybe that's not the case. I thought once he had, you know, all of the information at his fingertips and understood a little bit better what was going on, then he would, of course, tell Juliet everything. But I don't know. It looks like he may be intending to keep this to himself. Or maybe he's undecided at this point. He liked Lyle. He was good for her. So is Lyle dead? So he's talking in past tense. Okay, that was it. So I have a question. Do y'all think he didn't ask if she did it or not because he knows that she didn't? Or he knows that she could have? What do y'all think? I'm going to guess that he's assuming she's innocent. But I don't know. I honestly don't remember enough about Erin's character from the first one. Everyone in my family has killed someone to judge whether she would have or not. So I have no insight on that. But that was too short. Darn it, now I gotta put it down. Okay. I will say this, though. I'm surprised to discover that he actually intends to go see the magic show. I thought that was just going to be completely his cover and he wasn't even going to bother to go to it. But I guess he has every intention to. But when you add in the tie-in to Lyle, I guess it makes sense. So I don't know. We will have to see. We don't really have enough to go on yet. But it's not looking good for her. She's got blood all over. And it doesn't seems a little implausible that they would say, okay, don't clean under your nails because evidence. Wouldn't they get that evidence right away? Because why wouldn't she clean under her nails? That seems a little suspicious to me. Anyway, that's it for December 2nd, chapter 2. So I will put my book down now and kind of wait till tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's chapter will be longer. I'm not going to look because I can hope. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I finally get to pick my book back up and move on to our third chapter, December 3rd, in our little advent calendar. But today is not Tuesday. It's actually Friday. I got behind because I had my cataract surgery. And I also don't have my ring light on. And I can't wear any eye makeup or anything like that. So I've been a little tired. I didn't do my chapter on Tuesday the 3rd because I was trying to get as much done around the house as I possibly could before my surgery on Wednesday. Wednesday, obviously, didn't need to be straining my eyes by reading or, dealing with bright lights and everything. I was living in these funky glasses. I'll show you in a little bit. And then yesterday, I was just worn out. And today, I'm still, we've had a lot going. I haven't even finished decorating my house for Christmas. But you know what? I'm going to get back into this. Originally, I was planning to spread it out, trying to catch up over. I was going to do some this morning and then this afternoon and then again tonight to force myself to at least have a little bit of break between chapters. But I'm running out of time. It's like, I think 5:30 on Thursday. And I'm supposed to be on day 7. No, I should be on day 6 right now. And I'm starting at chapter 3. So anyway, I'm going to dive back in. From what I remember, Erin was caught red-handed. So let's see what happens on day 3 and how I'm going to do with, this will be the first time I've read since I've had my surgery, which, by the way, is incredible. The world is so much brighter. Cataracts, I didn't realize it. They put like a yellow tint on everything. So it's weird. The world came back into bright, vivid colors. It's basically going from an incandescent bulb to LED bulb. It's a little wild. Okay, let's see if I can get them to focus and see what's going to happen today. Screen blue murder. I've never heard that phrase before. It's screen bloody murder. Is blue murder a phrase in Australia, or is it just, I don't know. By the way, I'm having a hard time with this because part of the cataract surgery, you get like a flickering of light out of the corner of your eye, and I'm really experiencing it as I'm trying to focus on the page. So there's like this pulsating light that should stop within a week, by the way, but it's jacking with my head. I like how he's talking about, she's mentioned that he's getting better at his detective skills since the last time, and he's pointing out that it's supposedly 10,000 hours to perfect a skill, and he hopes there aren't that many victims to allow him to do it. I hate that I'm so distracted by my eyes because I felt crucial information. Aaron's describing what happened when Lyle was discovered dead, and I'm half focused on the page and half in my own head. Oh, okay, I do remember wondering about that, why she still had blood on her hands, because it's like, wouldn't they have already gotten all the evidence? But they haven't cleaned her off in case they want more evidence. Still seems a little backwards to me, but I'll go with it. I like how he just out and out says, I Googled it while you were crying, referring to how long it would have taken her to have the need to go to the bathroom after drinking hot chocolate. I don't know why that just struck me as funny. Okay, so he's trying to come up with some trap questions for Aaron to fall into, so he's not automatically on her side. Was her drink spiked? That's why she doesn't know how the blood got there? Again. Besides, have you ever tried facial recognition to unlock your phone when hungover? Try being covered in blood. I don't know why I'm finding that so... I guess it's the deadpan delivery. You don't expect those humorous little comments thrown in. I do like that that was a longer chapter, because that's another thing. I really wish this was a full-length book, because these chapters are so short. It's painful, and I know y'all are experiencing that as well. Okay, we have no idea what he wrote, and we don't even know the details of his actual murder. We just know Lyle is downstairs dead, and Erin's got blood on her hands and on her face. So it's not looking good for her. So I'm going to go ahead and do day 4 right now. I know this is kind of cheating, but I've had a quite eventful week, and then I will take a break and come back and do day 5. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So I'm at least forced to sit there going, but I want to know more. So he doesn't think she did it just because her story is so unbelievable that she didn't take any of the outs that he offered him for the explanations on the blood on her hands and everything. So, I don't really have it there yet. Of course, we don't know the state of the body. Anyone who sticks with a story this bad has to be innocent, right? So, did she do it or not? Day 4 is bad alibi. Okay, I'm going to force myself to wait before continuing on to day 5. And I will come back probably in about an hour or 2. I can't wait too much longer because it's getting late and I'm behind on life. So I will see you when I return for day 5, chapter 5. Okay, it's already Saturday, the 7th, and I still have chapters 5, 6, and 7 to read. This week has not at all gone like I planned, so we're just gonna go from here and salvage it as much as I can. I've been feeling really under the weather, so I wasn't able to read any more chapters yesterday to get caught up, and I just got up from a nap. So hopefully my brain will be engaged enough that I can continue on with our book. By the way, I have my Christmas PJs on. Is this hanging with my nomies? So, all right, chapter 5, December 5th. And I've got 28 minutes left on my space left to record. So I gotta read. Uh-oh. So Ernest is obviously in Katoomba, and his fiancée Juliet doesn't know, but Josh Feldman, consistent with the villain from a horror movie, has shown up in the courthouse down in Katoomba and is about to interview Ernest, I would assume, which means if that's aired, his cover is going to be blown and Juliet's going to find out what was going on, why he was actually there. So that could pose a big problem for him. I do love how he added that with the horror movies and how the villains seem to teleport ahead of the victims. And he's not wrong on that. But I don't care. I love my horror movies. I'm 95% sure Josh Feldman was a character from Everyone on This Train is a Suspect. So if anybody's read that recently and remembers, let me know. But I'm pretty sure he is. Because that one is, everybody on that train, it's a literary, like a promotional thing. So they're all authors of different genres. So that's the kind of like the key thread through that one. Oh, because it's a mountainous region. I was assuming more of like the interior, the flat outback or something like that. I'll have to look up this region of Australia, see what it looks like. Yeah, so word's already out on the murder because he's asking if Aaron is innocent. I wonder if Lyle is a little too good to be true. You know, if his reputation is going to end up being tarnished as this unfolds, which unfortunately it seems to be the case. The victim a lot of times ends up getting raked through the coals by the press. Josh's character is funny. You can picture him with all of his gear and everything. I like how he was described. I do like how he's bringing back the 10 Commandments of detection. He managed to work a couple more of them in there. Nothing supernatural. Identical twins aren't allowed. No magic. Josh seems to have a lot of information about Erin. About her sleepwalking and having PTSD from the mountain. Which would be in reference to the first book. Dawn, dawn, dawn. We got another good cliffhanger for day 5. I wish I was able to maintain the once a day. I know it's been excruciating for y'all. And next week I'm going to stick to that 1 chapter a day. But for a day 5 we have Report Your Own Murder. So, it's all pointing to Erin too much. That's too convenient. It's not going to be her. There's no way. So, since today's Saturday and this video is supposed to go out tomorrow, I'm not going to take a chance on taking another break and then coming back later because I did that yesterday and I didn't find the time to come back. So, we're just going to roll right into December 6th, chapter 6. I am loving it. And of course, I absolutely love Stevenson's sense of humor. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but he was actually a stand-up comedian before he started writing, and it's obvious. So good with the comedy. I wonder if the fact that Josh has an EpiPen is going to become important later. What if Josh is going to find himself in a precarious situation I don't know if there's going to be more than one murder in this. I think at the beginning, though, it said it was just one. Like he's doing Nemesis if we're following the rules. Yeah, I forgot he's got wounds. Wait. Okay, so he's saying I will have been shot in the chest by the end, if that counts. So when he was driving at the beginning and driving away from Juliet, and he was already wounded, was that a flashback? Or is all... Yeah, all of this is a flashback. So the wounds that he has happens later, obviously, but he's going to be driving away from Juliet again. Because we start with the book with him journeying away from her. So I guess, I don't know. I think I've talked myself into a circle. Uh-oh, Josh got dragged behind the car by his microphone. Uh-oh, and Josh is going to use that against him. He is the prime tabloid reporter. He's going to just twist anything to whatever angle he wants to get himself the most clicks in this case. So day 6 was Wince. I don't know, what do y'all think about the theory that was Lyle just collateral damage and they're actually going after Aaron and Ernest? Could be an interesting twist to it. We're on to our second gift. That first one was to Lyle and he ended up dead. So Felicity Harrington from Kris Kringle. What did our first tag say? From Santa Claus, from Secret Santa. Okay. So, moving on to Saturday, and then I'm going to have to put my book down. I feel bad. I'm getting to read 3 chapters at once, and I know it's been driving y'all up a wall reading only one at a time. Although, I think it was Megan Clemens was like, it's the perfect primer for her, because she knows, you know, it's only a few pages, and then it gets her, kind of warms up her reading day, and then she wants to read some more, so she grabs another book, which I like that. Okay, back to our book. So I guess the area has a plateau and mountains. I bet it's beautiful. Again, I'm going to look that up. Okay, so it seems like our magician Lyle, or Rylan Blaze, it looks like he's a big to-do because everybody's dressed up in a black tie and fancy dresses. So at least Uncle Andy hired some top-tier entertainment instead of a band. I still think that's the weirdest choice. So the show is the culmination of a little series of tours. The last one being at Katoomba for the foundation, Lyle's foundation. I want to know about the pictures. He did get them, but we haven't seen or been told what they're about yet. The phone one, I ran out of space, so I had to delete some old videos. I still had stuff from November. Let's continue on. I am liking Flick's character. I think she's going to be a hoot. I don't know, she'll end up just being a small one on the side, but I like her straightforward approach. She thinks people are generally less likable the more you get to know them. I certainly am. So I think she's going to be a breath of fresh air. Definitely distinctive. Oh, she's the CFO, and she has dodged the question twice about, you know, Lyle. She doesn't seem to be a big fan of him. Felicity Harrington. Okay, so she is going to have a more substantial role because she's the one who the second gift goes to. I like that. I felt like a vampire lingering on a stoop, invited yet peering nervously inside for hidden garlic crosses. I've felt that way a few times in life. So if, what's his name? Blaze, Ryland Blaze, doesn't come cheap, how much is Andy willing to pay for the wedding entertainment? And why would he even agree to do a wedding to begin with? A little suspect there. I like that. It's like wrapping a Toblerone for Christmas. How many other triangle prism objects am I likely to receive? That's cute, but you'd be surprised at our house. We have all sorts of odd-shaped presents. So, yeah. Anyway, off on a tangent on that one. These are the presents that he referenced in the prologue. There are 5 presents in total. Teresa, her name was mentioned earlier, and now I forget. Was that the name that Josh brought up? Turns out she's a hypnotist. Was Erin hypnotized, and did she actually do it? So, Felicity got to move up to interim head of the company now that Lyle is dead, and our clue of the day was big blue box. And then we stop there. All right. Oh, we actually get to move on to a next present beginning today, tomorrow for me. So our next video, which will come out next Sunday, will cover chapters 8 through 14. Don't forget, keep all of your comments restricted to just from chapters 1 through 7. We don't want to ruin what's to come down the road. And I'm curious to see how many of y'all have stuck with the 1 chapter a day, or did you just go, I can't do this, it's too painful. So let me know what your theories. Do you have any theories yet? I don't think I do, other than the fact that I don't think Erin did it. She's too obvious, of course. But I don't know. Now that we know there's a hypnotist in there somewhere, and murder is illusion, I wonder if that's going to be a key thing. I wonder if that was a hint. I don't know. I can't wait to find out, though. I hope you've had fun this first week, and I can't wait to hear what your theories are and what you think about it, and to see you very soon. Hopefully I'll have Just Been out for you. I did film it. I just haven't had a chance to edit. Okay, see you soon. Merry Christmas, and bye.